Hi, everybody. Dan Stevens here again, and I thought I would just talk to you a little bit about the increases for teachers' pay. Uh, the future of our great nation is in the hands of every student from elementary to secondary education. Those that educate are among the lowest paying group of individuals out there. Most of the teachers spend time beyond school hours to grade papers, prepare lessons plans, support school functions. Most educators spend money out of their own pockets to provide items for the classroom that fall outside what the school funding can provide. Being myself as an instructor, I spend money to buy posters, anything that I see that's aircraft related that I think would help the students. I spend money on that. The same with staying longer hours, as I'll cover it a little bit later. But when the students get off, teachers don't always get off. We're there a lot of times when the students are off at home, spring break, summer break, especially for us in the aircraft teaching industry. They get summers and a little bit of time off in the summer, a little bit of time for Christmas, a little bit of time for spring break, and we don't. Most of us are still at work, preparing for them to come back. So, I know I make a little more than the teachers, but I do know what they're feeling and what their needs are. So, in Oklahoma, teachers have been on strike for a week now, asking for a pay increase because the low wages they receive. The governor has passed a $6,000 pay increase, which the teachers will continue to strike until they get the $10,000 mark is met or reasonably accommodated. They're saying that they're giving them the money and that maybe the teachers are being unreasonable now. But these teachers are not asking for more money for them. They're asking for more money to be not donated, but to put in the budget for education, for new books, for new classroom stuff, making tests, desk, books, pencils, paper. It's everything that they're asking. It's not just they're asking for money for them. According to the National Education Agency, the average teacher makes about $30,377 compared to other industries that have similar training responsibilities. Computer programmer starting pay is $43,635. Public accounting professional pay is $44,688. And registered nurse can start off at around $45,570. That's just like us in the AMT program here at Spartan. I'm of course not going to discuss what I make, but I can tell you that I have been to interviews here at Spartan with the young kids, and for when the career fair is here, and I can tell you that those kids, they're offering usually anywhere from what we make to the average is $2 more an hour for them to start work as an AMP mechanic than what we make teaching them. I myself have been doing this for over 25 years, and when you see that, it kind of it doesn't really make you feel it. It makes you feel good that you've trained someone that they can go out there and start and make the money like that. But on the inside, you also feel like, wow, why am I being a teacher when I can, go do this and make, $10,000, $20,000 more a year so my family can be happy. A typical teacher work week exceeds 50 hours so that teachers can grade papers, make lessons plans, attend meetings, workshops, and tutoring. They always say teachers get the summers off. Well, teachers don't necessarily get the summers off because a lot of them spend time doing summer school so they can make extra money. They do book inventory. They attend seminars, workshops. They supervise summer school. And they have to go to school for continued education for certification processes. So we don't necessarily get summers off, and I know as an instructor in a college like where we fall a little different, but none of us get the time off like people think. And nowadays, especially in the public, you have larger classroom size allowing for less availability for a student assistant, resulting in students falling behind. According to the 2016 Oklahoma State Board Association, there was 1,530 teaching positions were eliminated for that year. 1,500 jobs cut. The class size for elementary, middle, and high school topped out at 23 to 25 students per teacher. And I'm here to tell you, just as a tech school instructor, that if you've got 23 to 25 students in your class, when you go to do lab time and projects and things like that out in the shop, it's way, way too many. So I can only imagine that these teachers, having that many kids, you know, it's a very stressful time for them. And the more kids you have in a class, if you have 1 or 2, 3 or 4 that are a little bit behind in the classroom, then it's hard for you as a teacher to take time to help them, because you have to keep the other kids going. You know, I really don't understand how they've let education in Oklahoma get so far behind. Schools are relying more on computer-based learning. In 48 states and the District of Columbia offer programs to supplement classroom instruction and fulfill program schools online. So my conclusion is what I'd like to say: if we could get more parents and students' involvement in legislation and petitions, teachers' wages would be brought to the forefront. Education is what students need, and teachers are the driving force for the future of this nation. Thank you.